Hi folks, welcome to another video here on Danny's Corner. My name is Danny and I am a blind person educating sighted people and blind people alike and other people with disabilities about things that we face as, well, the blind community. And remember that each blind person that you talk to or each person who has a disability that you talk to is going to give you a different opinion. And therefore, not everything is going to be black and white. You can't put us all in one basket and expect the same opinion in each and every one of us. It just doesn't happen. If it doesn't happen with sighted people, if it doesn't happen with African Americans or other communities, it certainly doesn't happen with people with disabilities. With that said, I want to start this video talking about dating. And more than dating, what is it like, or what would it be like to date a blind person? I know I talked about social barriers and dating on my previous video, but today I want to focus on blind people specifically and dating. Some of the things or some of the questions that may come up is, well, how do you do that? One of my pet peeves is when people ask me, so wouldn't you like to date someone like you? And I always pause, and I know, although I know what they want to ask, or I know the question, I always ask, what do you mean people like me? And the answer is always, yeah, people like you. Like, wouldn't you like to date somebody who's blind? And that's where I go into what I'm going to go into now. Why? Keep in mind, I don't mean, or this is not meant for, I'm getting tongue-tied. I don't want this to sound as if I don't like blind people. I don't want this to sound harsh nor mean toward them when I ask this question. The reason I'm asking why should I be dating somebody like me, blind or whatnot, is because, why should I? Imagine you being a sighted person that you are. If somebody told you, wouldn't you want to date somebody like you? Let's say you're a doctor. Wouldn't you like to marry a doctor? If you're a nurse, wouldn't you like to marry a nurse? If you're a construction worker, if you're a bricklayer, if you're a baker, if you are, I don't know, somebody working in wood shop, if you work at a furniture store, wouldn't you like to marry one of your kind? When we approach that question in this way, we can see that all we're doing is we're segregating one another. That may not be the way that you look at it because you're looking at it in another way. But for somebody like me who's really philosophical, who's really analytical, we think about these things and we say, why? I mean, that's not to say that that's not possible. Obviously, everything is possible. But we are already segregated in so many ways. Why would we want to be segregated even more by marrying another blind person or another person with a disability? And as I said in my previous video, if you haven't watched it, is two people who are blind or have a disability are already at a disadvantage because most of them perhaps have not received the proper education, have not received the proper exposure to society, so they may not know anything on how to act or behave in public I know I'm speaking as if these people were children, but they're not. They're adults. Just remember that it's their parents, it's their families, it's their communities who have not let them grow into their potential. It's not because, something is wrong with them. It's because society has said you're worthless, not in words perhaps, but in their actions. And so, how do you think two blind people are going to enjoy life when they have not got the proper education? That's not to say that all blind people are like that. They're not. There are some highly educated blind people who are really successful, but those are far and few in between. And that's the problem. That because they're far and few in between, you're going to end up either with two blind people who do not know how to carry themselves, or two people with disabilities who do not know how to carry themselves, or you're going to end up with one person being highly educated, highly intuitive, highly, philosophical, just a deep thinker, spiritual, and the other one is going to be a social butterfly, or somebody who doesn't think the same way you do. Everything is just surface like, if you will. And so, yeah, like, what would be the purpose of that? But think about this. If you were to marry somebody who is sighted, you would get to teach that person a lot. So if and when you do have a blind person or a person with another disability, a child of yours, you would be able to educate that person. Your sighted spouse or girlfriend would be able to educate others based on her experience or his experience with you. And as I have said before, that's the way to educate people. That's the biggest miracle, I think. That's the way to change minds, to open people's eyes. So I'll leave this video here and I'll make a second part. Thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. Any suggestions that you may have, you can put them in the comment section. And always remember, hit that notification button so when I upload new videos, you can be the first one, even perhaps to hear them or watch them. Thank you very much. Until next time, bye.